All right. So can you tell me a little bit about MOCA DC? Specifically, how is it a unique art gallery?
It's unique in a number of ways. It goes back to 1993. I came out here as a political activist on poverty issues, and I wrote a weekly column on poverty issues in a local paper for 3 years, had a website, and in 2000 I needed a respite, and so I started modeling, and that grew into, I did a newsletter, artists and models, and then formed the Figure Models Guild. And the person who had, Clark, who had this gallery at the time, he offered me the space so I could found the guild. And that's become a unique thing in the country, but it also explains why the gallery is here. Originally, the gallery was started by an artist, very good, and he had had it for, I don't know, it started in 92, and I took it over in January 2005. And that's when I started having political activism shows. And I took over MOCA then. Clark couldn't keep it going, so I took it over. I made a lot of updates, and it's become more unique. But one of the unique features before was I'm the only gallery that regularly shows 3 times a year the nude figure. And a lot of people don't like that. That's not my problem. And I treat most things like that. If I feel strongly about an issue, then I'm like a bull in a china shop. And keeping MOCA going was important to me because I started using it right away as a political tool. I've donated time to the National Coalition for Homeless, the whole gallery, about 4 or 5 years ago. And there have been a number of other social issues that I've either gotten behind or supported some people who had that as a political issue and gave them the space in the gallery. It started falling off, attendance started falling off about 1.5 years ago. And about 8 months ago, it was dribbling to where I wasn't getting much art at all. And I never did rely on art to fund the gallery. It's a nice backdrop for functions like this, or renting the gallery out to others.
So can you tell me how MOCA DC feels about artists, their policy on artists?
If you want your art to be seen by others, I'll show it. And I've had that as a policy since I took over the gallery. A lot of people didn't like that because they felt their work was above the people that I was showing. And I've given thousands of people, hundreds of people, their first chance to exhibit in a mainstream gallery. That's important to me, and I still have that. I made one change, a condescension to an international journalist and artist. Came in, she did an article on me and somebody else, and it was a web-based. She wrote for thegreatnude.tv, and so I was looking to her to help get the gallery on a more solid footing. And she came back with the same thing everybody else said. Not if that stuff's going to be on the wall. So I told her, well, I'll give you the whole front of the lobby, and you can do what you want. And so we kind of, up front at MOCA, became where the elite come and play. It's actually open to all artists all the time. I was excluding some of the upper level artists. So now that's taken care of.
So it's open to all artists all the time. What about commission?
8 months ago, people weren't showing, they weren't bringing their art in. And so I changed policy to no entry fee, no membership fee, still getting all the benefits of a member, and no commission. And people could come in, and if they wanted to, they could curate their own show. And that's, no gallery in the country is doing that. It gives people a way to express themselves creatively, and it can be on making rugs or my best Coca-Cola that I ever had, whatever it wants. It's still an open policy. And I've had political activist shows every September.
So can you tell me how you feel about housing the art of political change?
I've known Roy for a long time. He used to come over and help me hang shows, and I know his passion, and we share that same passion of making things change. There are a lot of things that need to change in this country, and it needs to have a grassroots movement, and that's why these are important. This is among the 3 top shows that I've had in September. One of them was on the Iraq War, and that had a lot of people showing art. Second was the National Coalition for the Homeless. Somebody had donated a whole body of work where they had gone around the country taking pictures of homeless people in different scenes, and then came and painted them in oil. Pictures like this. There's one big one showing homelessness and food in DC, and that's this piece right here. That was up on the front lobby for that show, and so this then makes the 3 top shows in the gallery.
Okay. That's all that I have right now, but I might have more later.
Oh,
Okay.
some people would rather see me shut up anyway, so
Thank you so much.
well,
I
thanks
appreciate
for
it.
doing this.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot.
I hope so.
Yeah, we're good. All right.